Hey everybody, Troy from the Do-It-Yourself World Electronics. I got my baby server sitting here that has Linux Mint. Most of you should have seen that by now. I installed Linux Mint. It looks just like any desktop. And I'm going to install, I was just browsing how to install, if you could install Apache on Linux Mint. I figured, yeah, I mean, it's a server software. I mean, it's a server is what I'm trying to say. I figured I could get server software on it. And I'm going to set up OpenSSH, and I'm going to carry on and continue upstairs away from this loud beast. Actually, all this is loud. Look at all those servers. Somebody had asked me to show the front of the Intel. Where are they now? Oh, they're switched around backwards. I think, is that a front Intel? Let me get up a closer look here. Somebody wanted to see the Intel server. Let me get down here. I gotta move my tripod. Okay, there is the 1U, I believe, Intel rack right here. There's a number, the service tag. I don't know if that means anything to anybody. I do believe it is an actual Intel server. There's another one right below it. That's the back side of a server. So there's what you got. Actually PS2, so it's really old. And it's got your network ports. I'm not sure what that is. I can't quite see in the dark. Monitor, 2 USB ports. A single power supply. Surprised. Then what's that? COM ports. It looks like, feels like COM ports. And then somebody had taken out the hard drive trays. I don't know. I got some trays here. I'm not sure what they are. They might fit that. I hope. But anyway, so there's that. I've got 2 of these guys. I haven't even fired them up or done anything with them yet. Now, this is the Dell 610. This is actually the actual server that's going to be running some of DIY Tube. Some. Because it's going to span across a mess of servers. Now, this is just one. I was working on that the other day. And I've got a couple big boys like that I'm going to be using for now. But I'm also going to have some of the old, these guys here. Some of the old 2950s are going to be useful for me in the server center. So I've got all these, and I figure we might as well put them to use. I know they're not as power efficient, but they've got 32 gigs of RAM, the Dells. They've got 32 gigs of RAM. They've got 2 quad-core 2.93 gigahertz CPUs, and they're all the same. So they're pretty solid machines. Was it 2 quad cores? Is that right? Or is that 8? No, I think it's dual 6 cores if I remember right. That would give me 12 quads. Thinking about the virtualization confuses me. Dual quads. Yeah. So it's dual quads in them. Anyway. So I've got the little guy running. This is the dual core Atom with virtualization, so it's got 4 cores. And I think it has 2 gigs of RAM, if I remember right. And I'm running off the 500 gig hard drive for now. And this is just going to be a little test server that I'm going to set up to see if I can get it connected to the outside world and then get all my security on it. So this one here is actually going to be a real live test server for testing and hardening a server and security. That's what this little guy is going to do. He doesn't take much power, so I can run him, and it's going to be fun. Experiment and let the attacks roll. Come what may. Let's see if I can fight them off. So I'm going to install OpenSSH on here, and then I'm going to go upstairs and run it where it's quieter. So I'm going to open up a console. I think that's console terminal, they call it here. And I'm going to set up, install the updates. Try to remember my password. I'll be right back. So I'm going to update all packages first, and then I'll install OpenSSH, and then I can go up in my office where I'm more comfortable and quieter, and then remotely work on this. And then the important thing is, I've used SSH through the years, but I've never really worried about hardening it, like hardcore setting it up like I'm about to do. So I'm going to set up the toughest protections that I can on this little server for experimenting. And that way, if I mess up, I can run downstairs and fix it while I'm in the same room. And then this will go into a live environment soon here, so we're having some fun. Okay, SSH worked. I'm logged in. I'm up in my office now. And I'm in all comfort sitting here in a nice comfortable chair. Got my feet kicked up. I got a cup of coffee. I got this is an awesome chair. This is the best chair for this. It's got boards on as armrests, and I can sit here with my wireless mouse and keyboard on the boards in absolute comfort, sitting about 8 or 10 feet away from the monitor, and kick back and relax. Now I've got a 41-inch LED for energy efficiency. Here in the house we try to use solar as much as possible and reduce costs. Anyway, the beauty of this is I've got on my right side I've got a server opened. Behind the I've got a terminal here in the middle. On the right side I've got one browser open. On the left I've got another browser open. And here I'm reading how to harden OpenSSH on Ubuntu 18.04. Almost the same thing. I believe it's going to be the same thing as on Mint. Seems like it's the exact same commands, but I'll be changing that. And I'm going to put on Apache server and web security and get a website on there and see how it runs. But now I can work in comfort here. I love it. I can actually, this monitor, well, it's a TV, but it's equal to like two 21-inch monitors side by side, so I can kick back and not put any strain on my eyes while I work, and I can be working on a server on one side of the screen and a browser on another, or have my terminal open here and I can absolutely see what I'm doing. So I love it. This is my office. Anyway, I'm going to get Apache on here and see how it goes. I'm going to get Apache first, and then I'm going to go into hardening the server. That way, I can always see if I mess up, if I can or cannot access the web page or not. That's going to be the important thing. Well, that's always a good thing. Default Apache homepage on. Typed in the local IP address, got default Apache over here on the left side of the screen. All good and happy. So I won't be showing you much of anything else that I do, because now, well, I'm going to get a web page up there, a static web page, and then I'm going to harden a server. So I'll get the web page up there next. And then the rest I won't be showing, because that's going to be some important stuff with passwords and all kinds of security. And we'll see how it works. Well guys, it works. There's, on the left here, is a static website. It's just a website I made and never did anything with long time ago, and it's a great little single page test, and it works. So that's it. The little Cybertron PC miniature server is able to serve up websites, at least simple ones. Probably another test, I'll set up some real PHP and some dynamic websites and see how much it can really handle. It'll be interesting to see what all it can really handle. But I'm using Proxmox on my main servers, and I've got Ubuntu on the, well no, I've got Ubuntu on the main servers on the virtual machines, and I've got Linux Mint on a little baby server, And he's running. So, well, that's it for now, guys. I'll get this video up there to y'all. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share, and hit that bell icon and get notifications. They keep turning it off, so you got to keep hitting it. Get notifications of uploads. Cool stuff to come. Talk to y'all later.